Hi, this is Kathy, and I'm here to show you a couple of tags that I had just finished for the Little Scrap of Heaven tag swap, and it had to have been Shabby Chic. So I'm hoping that this kind of goes to be Shabby Chic. Well, my first tag is, sorry for my arm in the way. The first tag is a tag that I actually had had Paris in mind, and I took this artwork from the internet and I put it on sticky back canvas, and I actually used Tim Holtz Victorian Velvet, I believe. I used it for my friend because I can't find mine. So, and then I actually used an embossing folder with a chandelier, and I put that on there, and then I ran this through the computer with its sticky back canvas. I absolutely really enjoy working with sticky back canvas. It's really fun. I got some beads in a swap, and so I put it as her necklace, and then I cut off just the little tiny beads and used one side for her earring, and then used glossy accents on her lips just to brighten them up. The hat actually had some feathers on it, so I went ahead and I put some feathers on the cap, but it also, I kind of framed it around on this side as well, and then I put some Recollection bling that actually I put across part of the Eiffel Tower, and I used this little this is from Michael's, I got from the wedding section, and it's a brad, and so I put that in the very top of her cap, and this is ribbon. I'm not sure where I got it. It might have been from my Walmart actually, and then I spritzed it with Lindy's Stamp Gang sprays. I made a hat pin, and I put that into there, and then I placed a I Am Wild Orchid Crafts flower at the very top, and then I used some really pretty just some see-through ribbon and some fibers as the tag. And then this little tiny ribbon I got from Joann's, and then I went ahead and I ran it across my ink pad and then spritzed it with some Lindy Stamp Gang. So that's the first tag. I just think she's really pretty. And then the next one that I actually went and did was from, and this is I used it from Michael's. I actually got a doorknob hanger to use as my tag. I covered it with die cuts with a view, and I can't remember the paper line. And then I used the Tim Holtz bird cage, and I cut it out, and I used Tim Holtz Distressed Ink Vintage Photo, and then I covered it with a Ranger's stickles, a glittered stickle, which that was really fun. It really made it pop out. And then inside the bird cage I actually have some really fine tulle that I got in the bridal section at Michael's, and then this little flower also came from the wedding section at Michael's, and then I just used an ink pad just to distress the edges of the flower. I used a Tim Holtz door plate, and then I put his adage tickets in there, soar. I covered it over with glossy accents, and this little bird I got from the Dollar Tree, and then I just kind of put him in there. And the paper was a distressed paper line, and what I did was then I put it through the embossing machine with some script, and just that's all it was, a script, and then I distressed over that, and that's what kind of came. The paper was a cream with a kind of a soft teal to it. So that is my second tag that I made for the swap. And then the third tag, I really like this tag. It's one of my favorites. That's very pretty. And so that's number 3. And the tag was made out of the paper line Graphic 45, The Lady's Diary. And the paper actually on one side was black with flowers. Well, I had to cover it up with, because it was so heavy, I ended up putting some heavy chipboard on the back to support the tag. So I didn't get to see the pretty paper, but it still turned out really pretty in the front. I used Wild Orchid Craft flowers in 3 areas. I used I Am Roses in a couple of areas. And this is a Recollections type flower, or it could be also, because I got it from Michael's, so it was either from the wedding section or a Recollection. And then I used the Tim Holtz Old Jalopy, used the sparkly black paper because I wanted this to portray a very classy kind of tag. And I used Venice lace in the end, topped it with some flat back beads that I got from Formosa Crafts. And then on the jalopy car, I used a mirror silver kind of shiny paper to do the running boards and the tires and the license plate. I cut out a dress form from the Tim Holtz collection, and I did that out of the paper line, The Lady's Diary, and then I covered it with, I made a skirt, 3 layers. The bottom is kind of a, it's just a fabric, but it kind of has the look of leather. It's really kind of cool. And I got that from Walmart. And then the top layer is some really pretty lace that I had, that I used to, when I used to make Victorian lampshades, I had covered one of my lampshades with it. So I had some pieces of that, so I went ahead and used it. Then I put some tulle through a ribbon belt, and so it kind of gave it that 3-dimensional look on the dress. I added a little cameo that I got off of Yard Sailor online, and I used a Tim Holtz another adage ticket to this one, and I put it on his little stick pen to hold it. And then also I added some, and they're from Joann's, but they're kind of a little diamond. I added a couple of those on the tag in with the flowers. And then I also put a little picture in the car of a little girl and a little boy that was obviously dressed up in an old-fashioned wedding. Very cute. But on the top, what I did was I took a large doily and cut off, and kind of cut off the round parts, and so basically what was left of the doily was a square. And so I used that on the top, and I went ahead and I gathered it, and I put it on some of this rope lace, trim, which I got from Joann's. Our Joann's is moving, so they're closing their old store, so I really got an awesome deal on the trims, and 75 to 80% off. Love to buy trims like that. Then I added another hat pin that I made, or stick pin that I made, but then I also put a little hanger so they can hang it from their wall. Anyway, those are the 3 tags that I made for Little Scrap of Heaven's tag swap, and I'll be sending them off to Lana in Canada on Monday, so she can go ahead and distribute them to us. But I'm kind of anxious, looking forward to mine, because I know that they're going to be really awesome. So anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by and looking at my tags, and I just want you to have a really fun day crafting and be blessed. Thanks. Bye.